Okay. Okay. So in the in the previous class, so I said you about working with this. So we have seen this thing like we started strings, working with the strings. Okay, these are the things what I said. Like I said you, like you can read the content of the string by using index. You can read the content of the string using what? Slicing. But string is what here immutable. Means once you create a string, you cannot do any changes. Once you create a string, you cannot do any changes because string is not immutable. Okay, string is what here immutable. After creating string, you cannot do any changes. Okay, after creating string, we cannot do any changes. Okay. So we'll try to see some of the examples. Okay, we'll try to see some of the examples working with the strings here. Okay, working with the strings, some of the examples, and then we'll see string methods. So write a program to find or write a program to, okay, convert input string into, suppose, uppercase or what is that here, lowercase. If the string is in uppercase, you have to convert into lowercase. If the string is in lowercase, you have to convert into what? Uppercase. So here, first what I'm doing is I'm trying to input the string. So here you have to take the help of ASCII values. So I'm saying enter any string. Okay, str1 equal to input, enter any string, enter any string. Input, enter any string. Then here I try to put two options. The first option is you want to convert string into which case? One is uppercase. And second option is for converting string into which case? Lowercase. So option one is for uppercase. And after option two is for what here? Lowercase. Option one is uppercase. And option two is what here? Lowercase. So here I'm asking for input. So enter your option. So if the option is one, you have to convert the string into which case? Uppercase. So for that, I take one more string, which is empty string. Because string is immutable, you cannot do changes within the same string. String is immutable, now you cannot do the changes within the same string. So you are reading each time one character from the string str1. If a character is greater than or equal to a and character is less than or equal to which one? Z. So if the character what is there inside the string is in which case here? Lowercase. So each time you are reading one character from the string, if the character is greater than or equal to a and character is less than or equal to z, so lowercase, then you have to convert that string into which case here? Uppercase. So how you convert it? CHR of ORD, CH minus 32. So ORD will return ASCII value. What is ORD function will do? It will return ASCII value. Suppose my string is, assume that my string is ABC or A. So this ABC, what is the first character in string A? Is it A is greater than or equal to A? Yes. Is it A is less than or equal to Z? Yes. Then what is the A equivalent of ASCII value? 97. And 97 minus 32 is what? 65. And 65 character is what? Capital A. And that is added to which one? str2. Suppose if it is not lowercase, then add that character as it is. If it is not lowercase, add that character as it is. Then after that you are printing, okay, so string is, what is this here? str2. So else if option is 2, else if option is 2, then I'm saying str2 for character in str1. If character is greater than or equal to capital A, if character is less than or equal to capital Z. If the input character is greater than or equal to capital A, input character is less than or equal to capital Z. You are saying str2 equal to str2 plus ORD of character plus what here? 32. Now you are trying to convert the uppercase character into which one? Lowercase. For example, if my string is ABC, if the option is 2, now what is the first character in the string? A. So is it A is greater than or equal to A? Yes. Is it A is less than or equal to Z? Yes. So str2 plus chr of, so capital A equivalent of ASCII value is what? 65. And 65 plus 32 is what? 97. 65 plus 32 is a 97. And 97 equivalent of character is what? Small a. Small a. Else str2 plus str2 equal to str2 plus character. Then print format string is, so you are trying to print string 2. So this is for option 1 and this is for option 2. This is for option 1 and this is for option 2. If the option is 1, you are converting string into which case? Uppercase. If the option is 2, you are converting string into which case? Lowercase. So once you run this, the string is Python. So I want to convert this into which case? Uppercase. Now string is Python. This is lowercase converted to which one? Uppercase. And I try to enter the string Python in uppercase. I want to convert into which case? Lowercase. Now after converting, this is in which case? Lowercase. But whenever you are talking about type conversions, see, whenever you are talking about type conversions, You must use, whenever you are talking about type conversions, you must use, okay, you must use ORD. ORD will get which value? ASCII value. You have to use ORD. ORD will get which value? ASCII value. You must use ORD. ORD means you should get ASCII value. Okay, right? Yeah, this is a logic here. For converting string into uppercase and what is that? Lowercase. Now, based on the options, you'll try to execute the logic. So, two logics are there in this example. One logic is uppercase logic, and one more logic is lowercase. One logic is uppercase, and one more logic is what? Lowercase. For example, so write a program to convert. Okay, swap, write a program to swap the cases, swap cases of input string. Okay, swap case is nothing but if it is lowercase, if it is lowercase, you have to convert into which case? Uppercase. I think we have done this. If it is uppercase, you have to convert into which case? Lowercase. For example, PYTHON. So P is in which case? Uppercase. You have to convert into which case? Lowercase. Y is lowercase, you have to convert into which case? Uppercase. T is a lowercase, convert into uppercase. H is a lowercase, convert into uppercase. O is a lowercase, convert into uppercase. N is a lowercase, convert into which one? Uppercase. So if it is lowercase, you have to convert into which case here? Uppercase. So PYTHON, P is a capital, right? You are converting that into which one? Small. P is a capital, you are trying to convert that into small, and YTHON. So again, this is converted into which case? Uppercase. Okay, so just try to understand this. So what you have to do is nothing here. You have to input one string, input enter any string. So you cannot do the changes in the string. You have to do the changes in another string. You should not do the changes within the string. You have to do the changes in what here? Another string. Not in the same string because string is immutable. You cannot do the changes in the same string because string is immutable. Okay, string is immutable. So each time you are reading one character from the string, suppose my string is, okay, for example, the string is, for example, string is A, B, C, A, B, and C. Now, swap case means after swapping the case, A is capital and B is a small and C is what here? Capital. So you are reading each time one character. What is the first character in the string? A. What is the first character in the string? A. So after reading the character, you are verifying. If the character is greater than or equal to A, small letters, and character is less than or equal to Z, then what you have to do? You have to say str2 equal to str2 of chr over d of ch minus 32. Means you are converting into which case? Uppercase. Else if character is greater than or equal to A and ch is less than or equal to capital Z. If it is uppercase, you have to convert that into which case here? Lowercase. Or d of ch plus 32. But else, if it is not alphabet, you are adding as it is. If it is not alphabet, you are adding as it is. Now print str2. So once you run this, now is asking to input enter any string. The string is now P is a capital and Y is a small and T is a small, H is capital and O is small and N is capital. So wherever uppercase is there, it converts into lowercase. Wherever lowercase is there, it converts into uppercase. Again, see, this is uppercase converted to lowercase, and this is lowercase converted to what here? Uppercase, and this is also uppercase, and this is a lowercase, and this is uppercase, and this is which one here? Lowercase. So that you can call it as swap case. So nothing you are doing it if it is up lowercase, convert that character into which case? Uppercase. If it is uppercase, convert that into which case? Lowercase. If it is not a character, you are adding as it is. If it is not a character, you are not doing any conversion. So what is the meaning of this is, for example, I enter Python 3.10. So 3.10 is numbers. Will you do conversion of numbers? No. So those numbers will be added as it is. Those numbers will be added what here? As it is. Because numbers will not do any conversions. Numbers you will not do any conversions. Now this you can call it as swap case. Swap case is nothing but converting uppercase to lowercase and lowercase to which one here? Uppercase. Okay. So write a program to count or write a program to print frequency of characters in input string. Write a program to print frequency of characters. Frequency of characters in input string. Frequency of characters means, for example, the string is ABC and ABC. Then I want to know how many times A is repeated? 2 times. How many times B is repeated? 2 times. How many times C is repeated? 2 times. So input is ABC, ABC. Input is ABC, ABC. But output should be what here? 2A, 2B, 2C. So how many times A is repeated? 2 times. How many times A is repeated? 2 times. How many times B is repeated? 2 times. How many times C is repeated? 2 times. So input is ABC, ABC. Output should be 2A, 2B, and 2C. So input the string by saying input, enter any string, input the string. After input the string, you convert the string into, after the input the string, you convert the string into, yeah, you have to convert the string into either uppercase, or you have to convert the string into either in sorry, you have to convert. I mean, you have to count how many times each character is repeated. How many times each character is repeated, right? How many times each character is repeated. So this is our output string. What is this here? It is output string. So here output string is empty. This output string is what here? Empty. Okay, we are trying to concatenate. So for now, if you want to count how many times each character is repeated, what you can do is first you convert the string into set. If you convert this string into set, I'm saying S equal to set of str1. If I say S equal to set of str1, what will happen? You are trying to convert string into what? Set. Is it set allows duplicates? No, set doesn't allow duplicates. Then what will happen? The set contain, what set contain how many characters? 3 characters. One is a, second one is a B, and third one is a C. Okay, when you convert string into a set, it will remove which one? Duplicates. If you convert string into a set, it will remove the duplicates. What is the first character? A. What is the second character? B. What is the third character? C. Now each time it will read. Now each time you have to read one character and count how many times that character is there. So what you are trying to do is, you are trying to write the logic like this for character in set. So every time you are reading one character. So what is the first character in the set? A. And you have to count how many times this character is there in this. You have to count how many times this character is there in what? str1. So if you want to count it, counting is done by using count function. str1.count character. So what is the first character in the set? A. A is there how many times in the string 1? 2 times. So what is the value of counter? 2. Then concatenate this output by saying str2 equal to str2 plus. You cannot concatenate the you cannot concatenate number. Convert this number into what? String. And plus character. So what is a character? A. And what is a C2? So str2 equal to str2 plus 2a. becomes str2 becomes what now? 2a. Then read the next character. And how many times is B is there in the str1? 2 times. Then again, what is the value of str2? 2a plus 2 and then B. So 2a plus 2b becomes what? 2a, 2b. 2a plus 2b becomes what? 2a and 2b, right? And what is the next character in the string C? And how many times C is there? 2 times. Now 2a plus 2b. So this becomes what here? 2a and 2b and one more is what? 2c. So you are reading each time. You are reading each time one character from set and you are counting how many times that character is there. str1 dot count character and str2 is str2 plus str of count because concatenation is only between the strings. Concatenation is only for strings. Concatenation is only for strings. Okay. str2 equal to str2 plus str of C plus what is that here? Character. So print str1 and print str2. So here we use a set to convert, to remove duplicates. To remove what here? Duplicates. Here we use a set to remove the duplicates. If you convert the string AB and C, now you can see 2A, 1C and what is that? 2B. If you convert the string into the set, okay, is this set allows duplicates? No, set doesn't allow duplicates. If you convert string into the set, is a set allows duplicates? No, set doesn't allow duplicates. Set will not allow duplicates. Set doesn't allow duplicates, right? So you'll read each time one character and then you count it. How many times that character is there? Array, what is this? If you remove duplicates, then how we count it? What is this here? What is this? What is the meaning of it? What is the meaning of it here? When you remove duplicates, how you count means? We are counting, we are not counting in set. We are not counting in set. Okay, if you convert string into a set, I think you have not practiced sets. This person, who is this name? Mishra. Some Mishra is there. Not practiced sets. Okay. Now string is AB, AB and C. If you convert this string into the set, what set contain A, B, C? What set contain A, B, C? Now you are reading A and you are counting how many times A is there. How many times A is there inside what? str1. How many times A is there in str1? 2 times. Okay, then read the B. Okay, how many times B is there in str1? 2 times. Read the C. How many times C is there in str1? How many times it is there? Only 1 time. Okay, that is how you are counting it. How many times it is there. So if you want to count it, you have to remove first duplicates. Okay, unique characters, you read it and count it. Unique characters, you read it and then count it. Unique characters, you are reading which characters? Unique characters and then you are counting it. How many times it is there? Okay. Now string also provides some predefined methods. String is also having some predefined methods, right? Okay. It is also having some predefined methods. Now these are the methods of These are the methods of which class here? String class. Now these are the methods of which class here? String class. Where you uploaded the notes. What is this? Till now you have not seen the notes, sir. Till now you have not seen the notes. You joined today only. You ask admin. Admin. You ask admin, he'll provide the link. Okay. Ask the admin, they'll provide the link. Okay. Your admin. You paid the fees, right? You paid the fees and send your details to one person, right? You ask that person. Till now you have not read any notes. Huh? It means. So methods of string class. These are the methods of some string class. Some of the methods. Will not see all the methods. A string is having a lot of methods. So string dot capitalize. Now we'll see all the methods one by one. str dot capitalize. There is a method called capitalize. So what capitalize will do is, now just see, return a copy of the string. Return a copy of the string with its first character capitalized and rest of the characters are in which case? Lowercase. A return copy of the string. Capitalize method, what it is doing is, it is returning copy of the string with its first character capitalized. First character is capitalized and remaining all characters are in which case? Lowercase. First character capital letter and remaining all characters are in which case? Small letters. Remaining characters are in small letters. First letter is capitalized. Remaining characters are in which case? Lowercase. Okay. So first character is in uppercase and remaining characters are in which case? Lowercase. So that is called as a capitalize. So str1 equal to some nourish and str2 equal to str1 dot capitalize. So it will try to convert str1 is nourish and str2 is nourish, but where n is capitalized. Okay, first letter of the, see here, first letter of the string is capitalized. First letter of the string is what here? Capitalized. Not every word. First letter. First letter of the string is capitalized. There is a center, str dot center. So there is a method called str dot center here. So return centered in a string. Return centered in a string of length width. Return centered in a string of length width. Now padding is done using the specified fill character. The original string is written if the width is less than or equal to length of the string. So this is for alignment. This is for aligning a string while generating reports. While generating reports, okay, you'll try to define the string, I mean display width. This is a width. Width is nothing but display width. Within this width, you are displaying this string in the middle. Within this width, within the given width, you are displaying the string in the middle. For example, width is 20 and my string is what here, AB. Okay, 20 minus what is the length of the string? 2 means 18. 18 means there is 9 spaces at left side and there is 9 spaces at what? Right side. In the middle, it will display which one? AB. In the middle, it will display which one? AB. So if it is even, it is equally divided. If it is odd, at left side, it will give, at right side, it will give more space. At the left side, it will give less space. Okay. So always it is displayed in the middle based on the length. It is displayed in the middle based on which one? Length, or what is that? Width. So return centered in a string of length width. Padding is done using the specified fill character, and default it will put what here? Space. The original string is written if the width is less than or equal to string. Suppose width is given 20 and length of the string is also 20, then it will return the same string. It will return the same string if both are equal. But always the center is done if always the center is done if it is given width. Suppose there is a names list. So names list is having names. Now this is a first name and this is one more name and this is the next name. This is another name, like this. You have some names, list of names. So while generating a report, I want all these names to be center aligned. For name in names list, for name in names list, for name in names list. Okay. So every time you're reading one name from various names list, and I want this name to be displayed center. So center, and I just given the width is 20. Now you can see there is some spaces at left side and there is some spaces at which one? Right side. If you don't want the spaces, you don't want the spaces for name in, okay, names list. For name in names list, okay, every time you are reading one name from names list and name dot center 20 comma, I'm just writing here star. I don't want to fill with the spaces. I don't want to fill with what here? Spaces. I don't want to fill with the spaces. Okay. I don't want to fill with the spaces, but I want to fill with one special character. What is the character I try to fill with here? Stars. So this is alignment, but alignment is always within the width. So this complete width is what here? 20. This complete width is what here? 20. And within that, Naresh is 6. 20 minus 6 is what here? 12. 20 minus 6 is 14. Now 7 spaces at left side and 7 spaces at what? Right side. 7 spaces it will give at left side and 7 spaces given at right side. Right. Now you can see the same thing. 3, 3, 7 and 3, 3. And this is what again? 7. But this is while generating reports. When you're generating reports, you want output should be proper in the middle alignment. Then you can do that by using a center. So there is a count. There is a count here. So str dot count. Just now we have seen count. How many times a given string is exist within the string. Counting how many times a given string is exist in the string. Return the number of non-overlapping occurrences of substring sub in the range start and end An optional argument start and end are interpreted as a slicer notation. So by default, it will count from beginning to ending. How many times it is there, it will count from beginning to ending. How many times a given string is there from beginning to ending. Suppose ABC, 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 AB, AB, and ABC and AB. I'm trying to say C equal to str1 dot count. What I want to count is A. So how many times A is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many times A is there? 4 times. If I say print count, how many times A is there? 4 times. str1 dot count, I want to know A is, but I want to count from third position onwards. I want to count from now. This is 0, this is 1, 2, and 3 onwards. From 3 onwards, how many times A is there? 2 times. So it will try to print the value of C is how much here? 2. In the same way, C equal to str1 dot count. I want to count A. So starting position is, I want to count A, starting position is 3 and stop position is 3. 0, start is 0 and stop is 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. From 0 to 3, how many times A is there? 2 times. From 0 to 3, how many times A is there? 2 times. Now what is the value of count here? 2. So you can define, if you don't define from where you want to count, it will count from searching from beginning to ending. But if you define 3, from 3 position, you are counting how many times A is there. And between 0 to 3, you are counting how many times? Between 0 to 3, you are counting how many times A is there. Between 0 to 3, how many times A is there. Okay. But you are counting how many times a given string is exists within the string. Suppose I said Python, Java, Python, okay, Java, C, C++, and again Java. So count str1 dot count. I want to count which one? Java. So how many times Java is there here? 3 times. So if you want to count how many times given string is exists, if you want to count how many times given string is exists, now that you can find out by using which one here? Count. So count will return that and str dot encode. Now str dot encode. Now this is nothing but it will convert string to bytes. It will convert string to what here? Bytes. String to bytes. What it will do is it will convert string object into which object here? Bytes object. Okay, encode is a method. This will convert string to bytes. This will convert string to bytes. Okay, right? Now str dot encode. So this will return encoded version of the string. This is nothing but it will try to convert the string into which one here bytes. It will convert string to bytes, and that conversion is done by using a method called which one? Encode. But this encode is very much useful when you are working with some applications, like if you are working with networking applications. In networking, how many programs will be there? Two programs will be there. One is sender. Okay, one is a sender and one more is what? Receiver. One is a sender and one more is a receiver. Now this both will be there in the network. Okay, this both will be there in what? Network, connected via network, right? Internet or intranet. So this both are connected via internet or intranet. Now, now sender want to send a message to the receiver saying hello. Sender want to send a message called which one? Hello. But what is hello here? String. What is hello here? String. Now sender want to send a message to whom? Receiver. What is a message you want to send? Hello. But hello is what here? String. But in networking, you cannot write strings. In networking, you cannot write which one? Strings. If you are talking about networking stream, if you are talking about networking stream, this is network stream. In network stream, you cannot write strings. You can write the data in the form of which one? Bytes. You'll say, no, what is the speed of internet? You'll say 1 Mbps, 2 Mbps, 10 Mbps, 20 Mbps. Getting on it means those many megabytes per second. So it means in networking, always the data is transferred in the form of what? Bytes. Now, if you want to send this hello message to the receiver, if you want to send this hello message to the receiver, you have to convert this string into which one? Bytes. You have to convert this string into bytes. Then how can you convert this string into bytes? You can convert this string into bytes by using a method called which one? Encode. If you are trying to say encode, okay, if you are writing encode, the string will be converted into which one? Bytes. The string is converted into what here? Bytes. So that you can write these bytes into what? Network. So bytes, if you want to convert a string into the bytes, you are using a method called which one? Encode. And after receiving these bytes, now receiver receive which one? Bytes. And after receiving a bytes, now bytes data type. Bytes data type is having method called decode. So decode will convert these bytes into what again? String. So here sender will say encode and send it, and receiver will receive it and then what? Decode. So encode is converting string to bytes, and decode is converting bytes to what again? String. Encode is converting string to bytes. Encode is converting string to bytes, and decode is converting bytes to what again? String. Again, converting bytes to what here? String. So, but how you convert this? You are trying to use a method called encode. Encode, decode. This is very much useful in networking applications for sending and what? Receiving here. For sending and receiving, you'll try to use these methods. Okay. But you'll be learning more on this like once you go for networking applications. But just try to understand what is encode is. And str dot ends with. Str dot ends with str dot ends with str dot ends with. So return true if the string ends with the specific suffix. Return true if the string is end with a specified suffix. Return true if the string is end with specified suffix. Okay, return true if the string, okay, return true if the string ends with specified suffix. Return true if the string ends with specified suffix. Otherwise, return false. Otherwise, return what here false. Now, suffix can also be a tuple of suffixes to look for. With optional start, test the beginning at that position. With optional end, stop comparing at that position. So ends with, starts with and ends with. Now this is useful in filtering. Okay, starts with and ends with. This is used for filtering the data. For example, there is some list of names again. If you take names list, in the names list, you have some names. Okay, you have some names like this. These are the list of names. Now, what I want to do is, I want to filter the names whose name is end with H. I want to filter the name whose name is end with what? H. If I'm writing like this, if name dot, what is the name here? String. What is the first name in the names list? Naresh. What is the first name in the names list? Naresh, right? Is it Naresh is ends with? Is it Naresh is ends with H or not? Yes. If it's end with, then I try to display the name. If it is end with, I try to display the name. Now, is it Naresh is end with H? Yes. What is the next name? Kiran. Is it Kiran is end with H? No. What is the next name? Raman. Raman is end with H? No. Kishore. Kishore is end with H? No. Rajesh. Rajesh is end with H? Yes. So I try to filter only the names. I try to filter only the names which are end with H. So names list. So I try to filter the names whose name is end with H. Now there is a Naresh and there is one more value called, first value is Naresh and second value is what? Rajesh. First value is Naresh and second value is a Rajesh, right? But you can start comparing it. Now this is querying the data. You have a lot of names, some 1,000 names are there. Assume that there are some 1,000 names and you want to filter only the names which is suffixed with a particular string, particular character, then you can go for this filtration. Okay, that is done by using ends with. And this ends with also you can define it by giving a starting position as well as what? Ending position. By giving starting position as well as ending position. So what is the starting position and ending position is? Now this is by doing slicing. For example, the name is having first name as well as last name. Okay, first name as well as which one? Last name. So first name is Rama and second name is what? Rao. Okay, now suppose I want to filter, I want to find the name. Is it this name is end with A or not? But this name is having first name as well as what? Last name. But I want to check with first name. I want to check with which name here? First name. First name, not last name. I want to check with which name? First name. Then I'm trying to say name dot ends with. Names dot ends with. Now you have to give the starting is 0 and stop is what here? 5. So start is 0 and stop is a 4. Now you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is not included. So what it will read? Okay, what it will read? It will read which one from Rama Rao? Rama. Is it Rama is end with E or not? Yes. So what it is written here? True. Now this is nothing but in which notation? Slice notation. This is nothing but in which notation here? Slice notation. If you want to read in slice notation and compare, is it that string is ends with specified character? Is it that string is end with specified character? Is it that string is end with specified character? Then you are using this. Is it that string is end with a specified character? Then you are using this. Okay. Okay, just try to understand this. Now this is nothing but ends with. Now there is expand tabs. There is expand tabs. Now this is when you are generating a tabular report. Expand tabs. So str dot expand tabs. And there is a type size is given. What is the type size is given here? 8. So return copy of the string where all type characters are replaced by one or more spaces. Return a copy of the string where, see, return a copy of the string where all tab characters are replaced by one or more spaces depending on the current column and the given tab size. Tab positions occur every tab size character. Default is 0, default is 8, and giving tab positions at column 0, 8, 16, and so on. So what will happen generally? If I use here backslash t, for example, if I'm writing, okay, Naresh backslash t, and if I'm writing Suresh backslash t, okay, Naresh backslash t, Suresh backslash t, okay, and then some Ramesh, like this I've written. So if I'm trying to write, actually this is a string, right? This is a string, str1. Okay, then if I'm saying print str1 dot expand tabs, if I'm writing str1 dot expand tabs, then what will happen is it will try to print Naresh. After that, it will print 2 spaces. After that, it will print Suresh and print 2 spaces. After that, it will print which one? Ramesh. After that, it will print Ramesh because now what is the default tab size here? From here to here, if you press tab, how many spaces it will take? 8 spaces. And from here to here, if you press tab, how many spaces it will take? 8 spaces. Every tab size is what here? 8 spaces. Now backslash t means from here to here, 8. From here to here, 8. But within that 8, your name is taken how many characters? 6. Then remaining 2 are what? Spaces. Here if you press tab, now how many spaces total here? 8 spaces. And within that 8 spaces, your name is taken how many characters? 6. Then remaining 2 are what again? Spaces. Now if you want, you can expand the tab size. If you want, you can expand which one here? Tab size. You can expand the tab size by changing. But by default, what is the value of tab size? 8. Now this is useful when you're generating tabular report, means rows and columns, right? For example, roll number, backslash T, name, backslash T, course. So print str1 dot, print str1 dot, expand tabs. Expand tabs. What is the default size? 8. Now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remaining 4 are what? Spaces. Can you expand the tab size? Yes. str1 dot expand tabs. I just given 10. What is the space is given between here? 10. Means from here to here 10. And from here to here how much here? 10. Now roll number is 6. Then remaining 4 are what? Spaces. And name is a 4. Remaining 6 are what here? Spaces. Now between, from here to here 1 tab. And from here to here 1 tab. But what is the tab size I've given? 10. So this is again used for generating reports. If you want to format the report, then you can format it by using expander. You can format it by using expander tabs. You can format this by using expander tabs. Expand tabs is there. Then str.find. Now this is for searching the string. Okay, but this is similar to in operator. str.find. 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 Now return the lowest index in the string. Return the lowest index in the string where substring sub is found within the slice notation. S of str colon end. If you want to search a given string, you can search it by using in operator. But what in operator returns? Boolean value. What in operator returns? Boolean value. But what find will return? Index, position. Find will return the position. But in operator returns Boolean value, that is true or false. In operator returns Boolean value that can be either true or false, whether given string is exists within the string. Okay, input string is there within the string. For example, str1 equal to some Python is I just write here scripting language. I can write here scripting in, okay, I just write here scripting in, okay, scripting in str1. So within str1 scripting is there or not there? There. It returns true. If I'm saying scripting, okay, if I'm saying str1 dot find, okay, find if I'm writing scripting, this will return true or false? No, this will not return true, false, but it will return the position. It will not return the true, false. It will return what? Position. But this in operator is written which one? True, false. But find method returns what here? Position. By finding the position, what you can do? You can replace it. By finding the position, what you can do? You can replace it. For example, you are developing editor like Notepad. In Notepad, you have a find. You have a find and you have what is that? Replace. If you want to find and replace, if you want to find it, you'll use find. And if you want to replace it, and from that position, you'll try to replace all the characters. So you have a in operator, but in operator returns Boolean value, but find will return what? Index. If the string is not there, for example, str1 dot find array programming, str1 dot find, I'm searching for which one? Programming. Is it programming is there inside str1? No. Then what it returns? -1. So find method returns -1 if the given string is not find. Find method returns -1 if the given string is not find within the str1. If it is not there in str1, then it will return what? False. I mean -1, -1. So format, I said in the beginning, there are different types of formatting the string. Old style string formatting, new style string formatting, F string. Old style, new style, and one more is what? F string. Old style, new style, and F string. Old style, new style, and one more is what? F string. Old style string formatting, new style string formatting, and F string. So I'm not telling this format again. Okay. Format is there. String examination methods are there. str dot is alphanumeric string. I want to find whether input string is alphanumeric string. I want to find whether input string is alphabetic string. I want to find whether input string is having any digits or not. I want to find whether input string is a decimal. Is it string contain decimal values or not? Now what all these methods are? String examine methods. Is alphanumeric, is alphabetic. Now when it is used, for example, name must be alphabetic. Name should contain only alphabets. If the name is not having alphabets, it is invalid because name will be only in alphabets, right? It should not contain any digits. It should not contain any digits or it should not contain any special characters. For example, username. Okay, name must be string, but username should be what? Alphanumeric. Username is what here? Alphanumeric. Alphanumeric means it contain alphabets as well as what? Numbers. Alphanumeric means it should contain alphabets as well as what? Numbers. Now that you can call it as which one? Alphanumeric. Getting on it. So username. Username is alphanumeric. Name is what? Alphabetic. Name is alphabetic and username is a alphanumeric. So that is how you examine by using which methods? String examine methods. So str dot is alphanumeric. Str dot is alphanumeric. Is alphanumeric. So this is to find whether input string is alphanumeric string or not. This is to find out whether input string is alphanumeric string or not. Alphanumeric. To know whether input string is alphanumeric string, so that you can find out is alphanumeric. So return true if all characters in the string are alphanumeric and there is at least one character false otherwise. Okay, otherwise it will return which one here? False. Okay, so yeah, we'll do one thing like how to work with the string examine methods. So there is a lot of methods are there and all these methods we'll see, and after this we'll start the functions. How to build your own functions. How to build your own functions. Okay, and there are different ways of writing the functions. We'll see that once we complete all these methods. Okay, tomorrow we'll continue these methods, and once we complete this, we'll go for functions, right? So we'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll continue this, right? Okay.